that you will see until after the operation is over. So I hope that you take everything you need to take away from this tonight. I don't want y'all going through withdrawal symptoms because you won't have my voice to caress you in the morning for the morning mental, because I will be devoting my mental to the operation. You will not have the pleasure of getting just the facts. You don't have to go back to these others who are wrapped up in their feelings, because I will not be back until after the operation. On top of that, in the unlikely event that I don't return from the operation, I hope that you have, and I'm going to say it here, and I have to be fair, that you do enjoy the episodes that I've done and use them as a blueprint, so that when your kids get older, they'll look back, and when they cannot relate to Martin Luther King, when they cannot relate to Malcolm X, because that was a different time for another group of young people, that these young people today will be able to look back and say, this person, this person, this person, and this person were my Malcolm X, was my Huey Newton, was my Angela Davis. You understand what I'm saying? Was my Shirley Chisholm. All of these people. We want y'all to be able to look back, so through the beauty of technology, you'll be able to say you can sit and enjoy these, because I know for a fact that anything can happen when we get into formation to confront this situation that apparently is a problem for the Black nation. I want to come back, and first thing I want to do is I want to acknowledge some of our partners in the coalition. I want to acknowledge the Justice League. I want to acknowledge the Black Riders. I want to acknowledge the Fred Hampton Gun Club. I want to acknowledge the Pan-African Resistance in France. I want to acknowledge a few other elements that have joined up with us. I want to acknowledge the Bloods, the Crips, the GBIs. I want to acknowledge all the RBG. I want to acknowledge everybody that has come on board to this coalition. And I want to also let you know that there are some olive branches that have been extended to the NFAC, most notably from the Boogaloo Boys, who have reached out to me to say, hey, wait a minute. We're not these racist guys that people are telling you that we are. Don't put us on the list with them boys over there. We rock with you. Matter of fact, they've made an offer to come to Louisville and stand with us. They have made an offer, and I have the contact information, even though I've let them know I am adhering to Malcolm X. When Malcolm X said, you can help us, but you cannot join us, which means to the Boogaloo Boys, if you want to come out and provide some form of security, I don't know how, because we're going to have so much. I'm not saying that you can't come. I'm just saying that you did reach out, and I'm acknowledging publicly that to the public, they did reach out. But at the end of the day, when people see people starting to get unified, it is contagious. See, unity is being together. It doesn't mean that everybody agrees. It means that we all agree on one thing. That's why we can't fix nothing in our community, because when you try to work on one thing, everybody want to bring up everything else. Well, you can't put out all the fires at one time. We got to agree on one thing at a time. If we agree on one thing at a time, we reach a place where there's nothing else left to deal with. But y'all want to try to deal with everything every time. That's one reason why we don't have anything, Black folks, because every time we decide we want to work on us, everybody else comes along and say, yeah, what about us too? And that's y'all problem. Y'all keep letting other people in because you think the more is better. No. That's idiotic thinking. If the goal is to fix you to start with, then fix you. Then worry about everybody else, because that's exactly what they're doing to you. I want to also acknowledge, and once again, I'm going to say this because in the history of activism that I've seen thus far, to actually have someone who has been maligned and roasted and hung out to dry, like Daniel Cameron, to have a conversation with this man that he thought it not robbery, that he had heard enough about the NFAC that to pick up the phone and get on the phone with us, because he felt that if I don't have a conversation with these folks, we could have a real problem on our hands. So it's important that we understand what's really going on, so that the people understand that when you don't see something, that there's probably a reason why you're not seeing it, or there's a process that's happening that's going to probably reveal something that's a lot worse. than what you thought it was. I'll give y'all an example. How many times in your life has something happened and you were going to respond to that, but it was just the door that cracked open something bigger? So you go like, oh, damn, you know all that was going on. Y'all remember Watergate started with a small break-in. Yes, it was a break-in at the Democratic National Headquarters back in the 70s. They thought that's all it was, and there was a bruh that walked up on it. But when they went to investigate what got stolen and who did the stealing, it got bigger and bigger until it resulted in the president coming on nationwide TV having to resign from the presidency because he was wrapped up in some shit that would have had all of us back in slavery. So don't ever think that just because you have this small window of visibility into what's going on that, well, why don't they do something? And obviously you don't know the whole picture. However, let me be fair with my people. I'm one of y'all. So if you want to know what I said, I can't tell you what they said, but I'll tell you what I said. I said, I understand all of that, but perception is reality. And the perception right now is that you don't give a shit. The perception right now is you're dragging your feet. The perception right now is that something should have been done a long time ago and nothing's been done. So the only reason we're coming is because we have the same perception too. And if you want us to do something and not have that perception, you have to be transparent and tell the people what's going on. If you don't tell the people what's going on, then the people will draw their own conclusions. And that is what is happening right now. And in the Mid-Atlantic, it's not happening in the Midwest. It's happening not just in the United States, it's happening worldwide. So I want you all to understand that I've had these conversations and I let them know in so many uncertain terms. Transparency is in all of our interests. However, I have to say to my people that sometimes you got to ask yourself, well, if it's not happening like it should, what's really going on? And I know y'all have heard all these crazy rumors out there and people making up all these conspiracies. And the only thing I'm going to let you know is that things are not what they seem. It's a lot deeper. And I'm praying that when they get through what they're getting through, that they be transparent with the world and tell them everything that's happened. It's a lot of moving pieces to this, a lot. We're just going to make sure that you do what you said you were going to do when you said you was going to do it when you got what you got. Don't tell us that you're going to do what you said you're going to do, because now I understand what you're up against, and then you don't do nothing. See, then you're going to disappoint me personally, because I sat with you and I talked with you and we had a very meaningful conversation, and everybody who was on the call was on the same page, and all of this kumbaya bullshit. And if we come down there and we all tell us this is what's going to happen and then it don't happen, then you have nobody to blame but yourself. The consequences. So I'm going to let you all know that the NFAC has had the conversations. NFAC understands what's really going on, but the NFAC also knows that the people need to hear some of this. So y'all work that part out, but we're going to make sure that you understand our position. You understand, because at the end of the day, we got a dead body over here. Somebody gonna have to do something about this. Okay, all right. That's really all I want to say about that. Now, once again, I'm going to give out this information, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing, and then I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to keep going into the rules. It's this Saturday, Central High School, which is used to be called Louisville Central High. It's at 1130 West Chestnut Street in Louisville. If you don't know that, you can Google it. 12 p.m. like we did before. Proper uniform, bring your ID. If you come out there and you're not in uniform, you wasted your time. If you come out there and you don't have a rifle or a shotgun or a semi-automatic, you're wasting your time. If you come out there and you have on body armor with no plates, you're wasting this formation, this time without a weapon. You won't be walking with us. You won't be walking behind us. You won't be walking to the side of us. If you come out there and you don't have the appropriate band color, then we're going to have to ask you to leave or to go somewhere else because you're not going to complicate what we're doing. I will let you all know that I have been asked by all of the commanders of the Louisville Metro Police Department to if we would be so kind as to give our philosophy on community policing, what that would look like, reactionary policing as opposed to proactive policing as opposed to reactive policing. They have asked for our input in putting together a model so that the folks in Louisville can be joint police, even if it means us leaving people there in those neighborhoods to make sure that the model gets off the ground. I want to send a big shout out to LeBron Lachey, the key activist on the ground who's been coordinating this for us. I also want to acknowledge Cole. Cole, you got the place. Y'all don't know about Cole. If you live in the Lou, then you know what I'm talking about. And all of the Black businesses and all of the Black leaders, not the people you see on TV, the real folks that do the work on the ground in those communities that have come forward in a collective front to address the NFAC. They know that we're coming. They don't want no trouble. They do want this solved. They do want to see somebody go to jail. They do want justice, but they understand that when we pull up, we are not Black Lives Matter. We are not ambulance chasing lawyers. We are not there just to make a speech and leave. We are not there for that because all that done happened and you got none of this. So they understand all the way up to Greg Fisher, Governor Greg Fisher's office, and all the way up to Mitch McConnell, the majority lead for the Republican Senate. So this is how much attention this has. This is much bigger than you think it is. But we are setting a precedent that going forward, if we have to pull up, we want answers, we want justice. If you don't want to do that, then we do the other thing, which we hope we don't have to do. That is not what we are coming for. That is not our intention. So to the good folks in Louisville who've been waiting for us to pull up, July 25th, NFAC will be pulling up in your city for the Black Guns formation. I'm going to let you know now, it's going to be a lot of people. I'm going to encourage you that remember, it's going to be hot. You're wearing all black. Drinking water is essential. And if you are not in physical shape, I'm going to be honest, we're not going to do you like we did you in Georgia. We're not taking you on no 2.5 mile march to the mountain. Not going to do that. We're going to take a very short walk to where we're going. Because what we have to do, we ain't got to go that far, okay? I want you also to understand that if anyone is thinking of coming to this event to disrupt it, we have the full support of the state of Kentucky. Every level of law enforcement, every level of EMS support, every level of federal support. They are not fighting us. They learned their lesson last time. We are the vanguard of the Black community now. We are the ones that have come to the table to find out what's really going on so we can get some results, so we can move this ahead, so we can understand who we really should be blaming and not who we think we should be blaming because we don't know the whole story. Once again, a question came up about those people who can't carry weapons. If you want to come and work during this event, then you dress in the uniform. And when you come up to register, you have to say, and I'm here to work. You will be given a job. And that job is what you're going to be doing the whole time you're there. There'll be no spectating. If you want to come out and film and do all those things and take pictures, because this time the media will be there. Yes, this is going to be televised for real this time. They're not going to sleep on this one. So if you want to come out and do one of the jobs, then let us know that. But if you just want to come spectate, just wear some regular clothes and come on out there and hang out, enjoy yourself and watch Black folks on code. Because we all are united in what we see. Now, real quick, for all of you all that have submitted your emails to blacknfac.com, if you did not get a rejection letter, if you did not get a rejection email, that means that you have tentatively passed the vetting process, but you haven't been sworn in. If you are in that formation on that day and your name is in the database, you will be sworn in on that day. If you are a member of one of the chapters that's already been authorized, you too, and haven't been sworn, you'll be sworn on that day. If you are one of those people that's curious, you can't just walk up and join us. This ain't no social club. I'm letting you know up front. Don't think that you're going to walk into our event just because you got the right uniform on. We are going to verify everybody out there. One last thing, and then I'm going to let y'all go because I don't want to hold y'all. It's late, and I know y'all got to get to bed. We are going to inspect every weapon. I'm personally going to look at your weapon. So don't sneak out there thinking you're going to get anything past us on this. I want your weapons well oiled. I want you with your ammunition locked and loaded. I want you proficient with your weapon. If you ain't never fired the weapon, don't come. I can't stress this. If you don't know what you're doing, you won't be in this formation. Not this time. Okay? I'm trying to be nice about it. And I don't want to see nobody waste their time. And if you're not coming, don't tell nobody you are, because I know people who are carpooling. I know people that are reaching around their area trying to find out who's coming. I know people that are getting on planes. I know people driving 10, 15, 16 hours. If you know somebody who's coming and you link with them, and then you know for a fact that you full of smoke and you really was never going nowhere, I'm going to take a poll right now. I got to poll the jury. I'm going to show y'all what I mean, and I'm going to capture this right now. I'm going to show you who's real and who's not. We ain't going to wait till we get there. I'm going to do it right here on this live. If you intend to be in the Black Guns formation in Louisville on July 25th to stand the post for Breonna Taylor, I want you to type, I'm there right now. Now watch this. Don't type it if you're lying, because we're going to capture you on here. And we're going to see you lied, you lied, you lied, and you lied. Put I'm there. Watch this. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just going to watch the feed. I'm going to show you who got courage to tell the truth right now. And the rest of y'all, get out of my DM. Let me see how many I'm there's do I get. Elect Lady T, Warrior Nation 8. Lady P was here. Justna, Lavish, London 804, Loud Only 804, Pretty Rebel 2115. Y'all see these names that's popping up? I'm seeing a whole lot of I'm gonna be there. Somebody said not there, but I'm pregnant. Queen, you ain't supposed to be there. I understand. NOB01, I'm there. A lot of these people I already know too. Somebody say I'm there in spirit. I feel you. Okay. VSPX, I'm there. GLX Galaxy Finest, I'm there. Brooklyn, I see you. Duval, I'm up in there. Now, let me tell you what I'm seeing. See all these I'm there's? I'm there. These are the people that's going to step up. And I'm there. But don't say that I'm going to be there and then you won't be there. Somebody said, I ain't qualified. You understand? No fire yet. I got you. Have to be a member to be there? You know what? Let me touch on this. Like I said once before, if you have submitted your email contact information to us for vetting and you didn't get a rejection letter, then that means that you're approved. You just have to show up in the proper uniform, go through this exercise with us, show us that you have the courage, and then we swear you in and you a member. But when I ask y'all to say simply, I'm there, see all this other shit I'm getting? I'm not getting I'm there. I'm getting a lot of other talk. See, these are the people, most of the time, that talk the most, but you ain't gonna be there. So you should be quiet right now, because these people are putting their lives on the line. And the I'm theirs have stopped. They've stopped. Notice, no one is saying I'm there no more. Exactly. And I have to show you this. Because most of the people who say they want freedom want it, but they're not going to fight for it. They want someone else to do the work for them. If you have a legitimate excuse and you, like you said, you're pregnant or you're incapacitated, we understand that. God bless you. We're fighting for you. But if you can't type a simple, don't need all this extra. I ain't asked for all this extra shit y'all giving me. I simply said, see what I mean? Follow simple instructions. I'm there. That's it. I shouldn't see nothing but a string of I'm theirs. You know why? Because if I told you to throw your flags up right now, everybody would jump on the NFAC logo when half of y'all ain't gonna do nothing. So we're not gonna do that this time. I want you to stay who you are and tell me if you can be there. If you can't be there, then that's cool. But I'm looking for who's going to stand the post because all y'all typing in, Wayne still ain't arrested nobody for Breonna. Really? Here's your chance to do something about it. Where are my soldiers? I'm there. That's all I want to see. I don't want to see nothing else right now. Stop talking to me about anything else. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody want to talk, but don't nobody want to be a soldier. Delta Django, I'm gonna need you to be quiet, bro. I'm gonna need you to stop talking on my live right now. I want you to fall back. I don't want to hear. I don't need no cheerleading right now. I want to see who's gonna step up. I want you to capture every motherfucker that's making a smart ass remark and block them from my page for good. For all of you all that have indicated that you're going to be there, July 25th, make sure that you're at 1130 West Chestnut Street in Louisville, Kentucky. Central High School is the rallying point. That's the same school that Muhammad Ali went to. I need you out there in the proper uniform, black boots, black pants, black shirt, black mask, shotgun, rifle, semi-automatic rifle, loaded and ready to rock. Pistol in a thigh holster. If you have body armor, make sure you have your plates. You can add to the uniform, but you can't take away. Our rules of engagement are very simple. We do not start anything. We finish everything. We are the NFAC. For those of you all who are already on the inside, and I say this because a lot of you all are not. You're not ex-military, but you have joined. You have to take instruction from those of us who are ex-military. If you cannot follow simple instructions, you are a danger to us. If you cannot control your emotions, you are a danger to us. If you cannot move as one, you are a danger to us. We're not going to let that happen in Louisville, Kentucky. Okay? That's all I really have for you all. You will not see me again. You won't see me again until after this is over. Once it is over, then we will be living in a different reality. We've already made history already by actually eclipsing what the Black Panthers did back in the 60s. We have already done that on Stone Mountain. Now we're going to make history again. This time, the largest open carry assemblage of Black people in history. Hopefully nobody comes out to do nothing stupid, but if they do, well, we'll just have to deal with that because we've been waiting to have this much fun for 400 years. I myself will see you all out there. Yes, I'll be on the scene again, along with my entire team, along with the council. I invite you to understand that if you come out with any false or negative intentions, that we are going to treat you like the enemy. And I have no problem killing my own kind in self-defense. I wish you all a pleasant night. And I want you to remember, stay optimistic, because we are only going to get through this together, remembering that we have to have love for one another. Let me say this to you before I go, because I say this on every show, and to some people, it's heartburn. I'm not doing this for the money. We don't take money. I'm not paid a dime to do this. I don't solicit money. I know a lot of y'all want to donate. And if someone is collecting money from you, then they're swindling you. NFAC does not collect money. If you're in some private group, NFAC doesn't have any private groups. If you're talking to someone who's telling you that they want to put something together, then you reach out to us directly, because they're lying to you. Some people are trying to take this movement and use it for their own purposes. I am letting you know, as the founder and the creator and the visionary that put this together, we don't take from anyone, we give everything. So I want to tell you that when I tell you my reason for doing this, my reason for standing the post, my reason for taking all of my brothers and sisters to the fire, is because I'm in love with my people. I'm having a love affair with my people. I can't get over you. Yeah, I'm hooked on you. I think about you all the time. I wake up thinking about you. I dream about you. I dream about you how you look at your best. I dream about you when we're having our shining moments, in spite of what we're doing. I think about you. I fantasize about my people. So if somebody out there is trying to tell you that you're not lovable, they lying. If somebody is telling you that you're not good enough, they lying. If somebody is telling you, well, I don't know why you're going to lie, they're jealous of the beautiful people that we are. And I don't know about y'all. I just look at y'all sometimes and look at my people. And because of that, I can afford to stay optimistic about everything that's happening with y'all. I'm going to leave y'all on that note. I'm going to be fair. If we make it out of this one, I'll see y'all on the other side. If I don't, I'll see you in Sheol. Either way, it's going to be entertaining to watch. Louisville, Kentucky, we coming your way. All the people in the Louis that have been saying y'all been waiting, we coming. Y'all be out there to support us, come on out. You want to come out and see what Black Pride really looks like, you come on out. You want to see a real organized Black response to the murder of Breonna, come on out. Bring your Blackness with you, and we'll see you there. In the meantime, I am the Grandmaster Jay, the official. I am the NFAC. And all of us, on behalf of the entire coalition, we wish you peace. We bid you shalom. To my Muslim brothers, assalamu alaikum. To everyone else, especially all my folks in the conscious community, I bid you love and light. And I'll see you on the other side of the Black formation, the Black Guns formation of the entire NFAC, Louisville. Don't meet me there. Beat me there. This Saturday at Central High School, 1130 West Chestnut. There'll be no more morning mentals. There'll be no more facts over feelings. Let everybody know who didn't make it tonight. Don't look for me. Don't call me, ask me what happened. We are getting ready for this. And I will be back after that, and we'll pick it up from there. And to the family of Breonna, coming to see you, ma'am. Coming to your house. We heard that you had some problems over there. We're going to pull up there too. I'll remember, stay optimistic. And if anybody tries to tell you anything negative, just question, why are you telling me this? How does this profit me? To all my sisters, I love you. I always will. I take that to my grave. And to my brothers, love you too. To all of the kids, love all y'all. Because if somebody doesn't love us, it's so easy for somebody to hate us because they don't want us to be optimistic about our future. Shalom. I'll see y'all soon. Stay tuned. It's going to be interesting. Y'all have a good night.